I've had a lot of conversation recently centered around the idea of hope. And I found a couple of pieces that I'd like to read that embody the best writings on hope outside of the scriptures that I found. One was written by Emily Dickinson. She passed away in 1886. A recluse of a woman, brilliant poet, but rarely made it outside of her home. She was secluded much of her life, and by her own choice. But she is a brilliant writer, and if you haven't read very much of Emily Dickinson, I highly recommend that you do. So this first piece is one of her famous poems about hope. It's called "Hope is the Thing with Feathers." The second piece was written by an Anglican priest that I have grown to admire from across the ocean. He is a priest in Great Britain, and he was born 100 years almost after Emily Dickinson passed away. They both talk eloquently about this idea of hope. So please listen to these two pieces from people from different parts of the world with different engagements in life, talking about and the personification of hope. First, we listen to Miss Emily. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. And now, Hope Leans Forward by Reverend John Swales. Hope leans forward, tender, listening to the whispers of creation groaning for renewal. It does not turn its face from shadows, but gazes through them, finding the darkness in the first faint glimmer of dawn. There is a holy audacity in hope, a quiet trust and boldness, knowing the story is held in hands not our own, nail-scarred hands that invite us to weave and work with them a future of beauty and grace. Hope speaks where fear falters, narrating a kingdom, telling a story where the scattered are gathered, where the weary find rest and the exile a home. It does not retreat nor stumble beneath the solemn, world-weary weight. It moves with sacred purpose, a searching grace, a steady faith. Hope is a spring, a foretaste, an existential refreshing, a momentary liberation that lifts us from despair. Hope knows the wounds of this world, but counters fear with holy persistence and holy resistance, declaring that there is not a hurt that he will not heal. Hope is a gift, a call to action, a quiet confidence that moves toward the pain, not alone, but with hands outstretched, pulling the darkness of this world towards the light of Christ. Hope leans forward, tender. Be ready. Greet it with a kiss.